Good day, stoners. It's time to bake up with your girl. It's really hot today. So let's bake up. Start with some ganja news and yeah, let's just keep going with that. If you have not rolled up yet, you should. You should roll up now. Pre-rolls. Homemade pre-rolls, that is. I like pulling them out like the girls do with cigarettes. They have their stash already made and already rolled, and just take one out and just, oh, here it is, ready to go. So I'm gonna have to re-roll all mine every time. Every time I get some, roll it. And then I'll just be able to pull one out like, oh, it was just magically rolled already. Right? Okay. So what's today? I believe today is the 11th. Tuesday? Time is flying. July 11th. It says on the calendar, Cannabis Revival held in Joplin, Missouri, is a celebration of marijuana that features live music, art, and speeches. Organized by NORML's Joplin chapter, the event has been held in September since 1997. The 2005 event even showcased a car that was powered by hemp biodiesel, and that pretty much rocks. That does. 4 months ago today, March 14th, on a Tuesday, it says legalizing marijuana does not mean you'll be allowed to smoke up and hit the road. Unfortunately. Oh, it also says to stop smoking marijuana will not lead to more auto accidents. Okay. Good. They believe that. I believe that too. It's just that you can't get too high to not be able to drive. Still gotta make it a point. Legalizing marijuana does not mean you'll be allowed to smoke up and hit the road. Consuming high amounts of marijuana impairs visual perception and motor skills, but there is no scientific evidence to prove it is any more harmful than alcohol or illegal medications. Marijuana also tends to make drivers less likely to take risks on the road. Alcohol increases risky behavior. But I do believe weed might delay your reaction time, which is never good on the road. You don't want a delayed reaction time. A delayed reaction on the road to anything on the road. Okay. All right. We're responsible drivers. got more dudes. Oh, shit. I gotta get my calendar. Magazines. They're not too far away. They're just a hop and a skip away. Right here. My books. My news articles. I got them on paper this time. I love it. All of it is on paper this time. Oops. Got a lot of good news. To talk about. Hey, Jordan. First, we're going to do local news from the Sunday magazine. It says July 9th through the 15th, so whatever I read is as current as it's going to get. Projection busting weekend. It's very short, very simple, but I gotta put us back in the spotlight because it is Vegas. I gotta keep talking about us and our progress. I'm not gonna keep up with everybody else's progress as often, but because this is us, I gotta keep us in the spotlight. Projection busting weekend. Nevada's recreational marijuana industry starts with powerful momentum by Chris Chris K, staff writer. Okay. When legislators estimated that as much as $100 million in state tax revenue could be generated in the first 2 years in Nevada's recreational marijuana industry, they couldn't have seen this coming. Seen what? Through the first 4 days of legalization starting July 1st, the new industry made $3 million in sales. Wow. According to the Nevada Dispensary Association, NDA, that breaks down to $750,000 a year. All right. And about $125,000 in state taxes. All right. The tax revenue number would have been higher had a 15% wholesale distribution tax been applied, but dispensaries were still operating off medical marijuana stashes distributed before July 1st. Maybe that's why. Man, there's a lot going on with this weed shit, boy. This shit is complicated. That's why the prices was the same yesterday. I mean, not yesterday. A couple days ago, the prices was the same. As far as I know, they went up. And if they taxing differently, they're just taxing differently. Like the base rate is the same. It's the tax that's different. So it's confusing. It's a lot of mess. That's what it is. But it says it has been a wild ride. Yeah, it has. It says NDA President Andrew Jolie, who owns the Source dispensary in Las Vegas, it has definitely met and exceeded expectations. It's hard to say, but I think we will see sales taper off in the coming weeks and then start a slow, consistent growth after that point. That's what I think too. Because first of all, the word doesn't get around. In Alaska, tax revenue generated by recreational marijuana sales grew in about 1 month from the start of legal weed sales in October 2016, $10,400 to May of this year. Whoa! To $275,100. Shit. And the number of dispensaries selling recreational pot jumped from 4 to 31 at a time. Hell yeah. This shit crazy, y'all. Washington and Oregon have seen similar growth since kicking off recreational programs in July 2014 and October 2015, respectively. After doing about $65 million in sales in 2015, Washington brought in more than $185 million in tax revenue from pot sales last year. Oregon was generated less than $2.5 million a month in tax revenue from the plant. Brought in almost $5.8 million in May. It's tough to project Nevada's future, but its new industry has momentum. Only 40 of the state's 60 medical marijuana dispensaries were opened for the state to start a recreational sales, but an additional 8 to 10 in northern Nevada could enter the industry this month. And 5 more will be rec ready when a 6-month moratorium on weed sales in Henderson expires in August. Let's see. That leaves fewer than 5 dispensaries statewide, stating they're sticking to the medical model for the time being and debating starting recreational sales January 1st. The more dispensaries you have, the more opportunity you give to tourists and locals to purchase and get used to it. State Senator Tick Sigerbloom, D. Las Vegas, said of a growing retail landscape serving a more normalized and lucrative marijuana industry. It will absolutely help. Growing pains or a good omen? Good question. While existing recreational marijuana licenses holders increase their staffs and inventories to accommodate the rush of new buyers, the logistics of selling to thousands of added customers overnight will take time to hammer out. Oh my goodness. Some Nevada dispensaries reported slow computers and longer customer wait times in their first few days of serving recreational buyers. Dispensaries in other states have experienced that as well. It takes time to give customers the service they need, said Sam Haywood, owner of Pharma Dispensary in Portland, Oregon. It's a challenge because you're not used to dealing with that kind of volume. Yeah, because the weed mans was dealing with it. The weed mans. On the real, I said weed mans. Alright, Nevada officials, Haywood says an encouraging first weekend of sales is a telling sign for the future of the state's recreational weed program. Since increasing its own clientele tenfold overnight in October 2015, Haywood says he now routinely exceeds that customer count on a daily basis. Oof, it is pretty clear to us that this was here to stay and we need to staff up. We were in a completely different world at that point. Yeah, man. Them lines was the food. But they let you get in if you get your card and shit. But it's like I still root for the recreational users. I think it should just be like we should only have separate lines because right now I think that we have more experience if we have our medical card. We know what the fuck we want when we get in them lines. We don't need to be, oh, what's this and what's that? And I'm scared of this and blah, blah, blah. All these fucking questions. We don't need consultations. I think that's a good reason to have lines. But other than that, I don't think we should separate patients like that. Recreational patients from medical patients. It's all medical. We're just trying it out. But one day, I think that's all going to disappear and everybody's going to be like experts on weed and, you know. I think it's all just going to blend. Everybody's just going to blend and it's going to be like going to the liquor store. On that note, California has clean weed. According to Vegas Cannabis Magazine from June, I didn't see this article. I'm glad I got the paper copy because looking at the electronic copy, you can miss shit real quick. So, we said that Cali had dirty weed once before and Nevada had the cleanest weed. But now they're saying Cali has the cleanest weed, even cleaner than us. I skimmed it. I cheated. I didn't read the whole thing. So let's read it. If we got time, we could do one more. Dang, I had the page pulled out and everything. But this is Cali / Nevada too. So, we're going to keep up with people as much as we can. But we're going to keep up with Nevada as much as, more than anything. So this one is talking about Cali weed. Puff, puff, pass. Puff, puff, pass. California's Medical Cannabis Regulation and Safety Act. The California Bureau of Marijuana Control released long-awaited proposed text of regulations for marijuana cannabis testing laboratories last week. So when I read that last article, it was officially old. They started doing things better. So that's good. Go, Sister Callie. The proposed California medical cannabis testing regulations surpass the previously perceived stringent cannabis testing regulations in place in Nevada and Oregon. I'm just going to read it. The regulation's thoroughness is the result of 2 years of extensive work by 3 state agencies. There is a digestible yet dense 46 PG abridged version and a more reasoned 294-page document that contains much more than testing lab regulations. This document also contains proposed regulations for other cannabis businesses and the rules for their operation and what reaches the dispensary shelves, although local municipalities can decide on further rules. Although it is evident that the state of California aims to rein in the medical cannabis industry with patient safety foremost in their deliberations, significant effort was made to define terms and provide impressive details across all topics from how an accredited testing lab should perform its internal quality control QC program to what type of container and cold storage conditions should be used to transport samples to the lab. I was appeased to read this guy, whoever wrote this, not me, that test results are to be presented in terms of dry weight, something we were never successful in adopting in the state of Nevada. Homogeneity testing was also required. There's a lot of superb guidance in the proposed medical cannabis regulations, especially for sampling, method validation, quality management, and the QC requirements that laboratories will need to institute. However, if the proposed regulations advance, there will be very real challenges ahead for California medical cannabis testing labs in terms of documentation requirements under IS 017025 accreditation, expanded testing methods, and adulterant lists to be monitored. In addition, a new breakout of action limits based on the cannabis product category of solvents, pesticides, and heavy metals. The categories vary by adulterant, but in general, there is a distinction made between products to be inhaled versus eaten or transdermal. Changes will also exist for cannabis growers and producers who will have substantially higher adulterant-free bar to clear their flower and products through the dispensary. More of their products will be delivered to testing with mandatory 0.5 per batch with sample duplicates also required at time of sampling. They sample weed in California? I didn't know they did that. Yet there is more to come as both Nevada and California are in the final throes of settling a temporary regulation for recreational cannabis, including the pass-fail test criteria, while the similarities between medical and retail are obvious. The same safety concerns should exist for patients as well as for consumer public health. Yeah, right. Exactly the same stringent medical marijuana testing requirements onto the retail market appears to be the only option. All right. Well, that was fast. That was fast. That's good. That's good. Cali needs to have clean weed. Everybody needs clean weed. Clean weed, accessible weed. Yeah, man. That's a good deal. I'm happy and proud of them. I didn't think it was gonna be like that long. I was kind of like Wendy Williams when I posted that last one. I just needed something to talk about. Man, do you know what? Topicals THC on the skin just sounds so amazing. Seem like your skin will just start tingling. I don't know what else to say about that. Nothing good. I could say something like your skin could start crawling type shit, and then that's gonna make you itch. Yeah. Dang, where did my article go? It was the only one I wanted to read. 1 out of 2. And then we're done with July. Already. Vegas Cannabis Mag July edition. It wasn't about topicals. Topicals are cool. Dang. What was it? Oh, well, it's here though. I ain't lose it like that. I still haven't tried my can of honey. I tried the CBD capsules. Those are cool. Not the worst. And they were in vegan caps. Well, vegetarian caps. I guess that's better than regular caps. Dang, where is this article? I know it do seem like it's a long ride for the rest of the world. We got a long way till we get to federal. It's really kind of disappointing for other states. I've seen the jokes on Facebook and stuff. The jokes about other states not getting their weed legalized, and it's like they're looking from the other yard, and they're sad little puppies. You guys are sad little puppies because Riverside is not getting legal yet. And that's why I come here. I don't forget. I haven't forgot about you guys. That's why I'm here. I know I'm talking a lot about our success, but I'm also giving you the details of what we're going through as far as it not being all a celebration. It's not that I'm bragging. It's not that I'm trying to make you guys upset or anything like that. It's actually that I'm trying to cheer you on, give you more confidence, give you a little heads up on what to expect when you do get it in your state, because you have to. Because I'm not sitting here to get this shit legalized in my state, and I'm not doing it solely for me. So this is me doing my part to help you guys get where you need to go. You know, you just gotta believe. It just, oof, just chill if you can. Ride with me. Keep rolling with me. You know, that's the whole point of this, so everybody can smoke together. So we can smoke in this whole world. Thank you. We gotta get all the states legal. Cause like I said, it's not fair at all. But it's a start. So just keep rolling with me. I'm rolling with y'all. I'm here every morning. So y'all can get legal. I'm here to prove that we stoners, no matter what, we can do these things better than the non-stoners. I'll be here on time every fucking day. This ain't my job. You know? If I could do this for free, imagine all the shit that I can do to get paid for. So I'm trying to just be a positive example for your state. Because if they can see this, if you share these videos with your people around, they can just like break the stereotypes. I do the research. I'm giving you this good information. You know, this shit ain't fucking easy. Don't take this for granted. I know I look silly a lot of the times. It's fun. But it's just for the entertainment part. So it's not so fucking boring. You know? And weed's not boring to me. You know, it's just a lot of other people that's simple-minded or closed-minded, and they don't want to understand that this is more than a fucking game. Especially to the people that are needing it legally, like now, like yesterday. You know? But we know we can have fun with it, so this is what I do. This is what we do. Just keep rolling with me. Y'all gonna get legal. Promise. I promise. I promise. We don't get legal every state in this fucking country at least. We're working on worldwide legalization, honestly. That's what advocates are working on across the world. Because it's just bogus to have it illegal anywhere. So chill. Just sit back and roll with your girl, okay? Okay, Texas, Washington. Not Washington. In Wisconsin. I've been hearing some bad things about those states, but hey, I got faith in the federal government. I believe it's going to happen solely because of the kids. Any fucking state, any fucking president, any fucking body that deny sick kids the medicine that actually fucking work, I don't see them succeeding in this country. So, anybody against marijuana, You're gonna lose a lot of money behind that vote. A lot of everything. You know, it's too real. Weed is just too real for people to keep denying it. Terpenes. Let's talk about terpenes. Could turn your ship around. We only got a few more minutes left. You know, this shit ain't no game. People think it's a game. That's why I said that line between recreational and medical is gonna be gone. Because this shit is real. When this shit become federal, all these games is gonna be gone. It's gonna be over with. It's not gonna be any discrimination because you smoke weed. You're gonna be able to get a job probably faster because you smoke weed. You know? That's my shit. That's how I feel about it. I don't do this every day for me. I do this every day for those that don't have it. And it's partly for me too. You know? So I can keep it. I'm being responsible, trying to be a good example and shit. You know? I thought there was no end. Oh, who said this? I gotta make sure I note who was talking. Cindy Osser? I think this is her article. PhD Digipath Labs. She says, I thought there was no end to the phytocannabinoid pharmacological revelations from a highly effective pain management alternative to a non-toxic anti-cancer remedy of cannabidiol, CBD, and tetrahydrocannabinol, THC, the two powerhouse cannabinoids, respectively. I think, too, that some people don't want to believe this shit is good for them. I talk to some people about weed, and when I say good things about it, they try to make it seem like it's, they want it to be the devil. They want to have a reputation of being a negative person, a bad person in life, a roughneck, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, a thug and shit. It's like they try to ignore the good things. They want to be like, oh no, it's never going to be legal, and then talk shit about selling it on the street illegally. Like, it's cool. I'd be like, whatever, in my head. You know, everybody got their own opinion about it. But it's the truth is will fucking set everybody free. Everybody's opinion loose. Like, this is the truth. This is what it is. Whatever you believe, can do what you want with it. And don't nobody get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to read this shit. These fucking 5-syllable, 25 paragraph long words. 20, what the fuck? Who the fuck gets up in this early in the morning to read this shit? For nothing. Who does that? Nobody. Nobody. This shit means something to everybody that's listening. So, it takes a blunt to be able to pronounce these words. This shit is crazy. However, it says the phytotherapeutic story is shifted to what will be a dramatic ascendancy of terpenes and their therapeutic impact, either individually or in concert with THC and or CBD. Terpenes, heretofore, what the fuck, man? What the fuck is heretofore? Whatever, let me read this shit so I can move wrong. Terpenes, heretofore, all one word, have been used predominantly as flavorings and fragrances common in our diet and are considered GRAS, GRAS, compounds by the U.S. Federal and Drug Administration and have no controlled substance restrictions associated with phytocannabinoids. I forgot what she said that was, but it turns out that terpenes are affecting us much more than we might think. As examples, limonene is a strong anxiolytic, is active against bacteria associated with acne and can induce the suicide of cancer cells. Interesting. Beta-carotene is a non-psychoactive anti-inflammatory via CB2 binding. Beta-myrcene. We broke these down a lot of videos ago what these are. Carefully and stuff like that. So go back. Beta-myrcene is a sedating, muscle relaxant, anti-inflammatory, and A-pinene. The most abundant terpene among all plants is an antimicrobial and, more importantly, acts as a acetylcholinesterase inhibitor, which may aid in memory loss associated with several human neurological diseases. Well, then. The rising emits of terpenes couldn't be coming at a better time for the cannabis industry that needs a strategy for demarcating medical marijuana from recreational marijuana. Today, terpenes constitute the medical subtlety of the entourage effect that we all keep hearing about over and over and over and over, which is good. It's good. That's it. I will buy a mulligan as I suspect there are more pharmaceutical messengers yet to be refilled by the most extraordinary plant, cannabis sativa ale. All right. Few cannabis compliant states even require testing and reporting of terpenes. Like we just said, Nevada and California, they test their shit. Most cannabis consumers remain in the dark about the importance of terpenes. I am happy to write that the state of Nevada was the first state to have the foresight to require reporting of 11 terpenes as a component of potency. It sounds like I'm battling with myself when I'm talking. Like, oh, Nevada was first clean, and then Cali was clean, and now they're cleaner than Nevada. But Nevada was first. Okay, whatever. Who cares? But we got clean weed. That's the point. Everybody's getting clean weed now. That's really important. Shit. Unfortunately, many cannabis extract producers are unaware that their producers are basically throwing away the terpenes to the atmosphere rather than bring them along with them to two powerhouses, THC and CBD, that remain the converted measures of wholesale valuation. Clearly, retaining the entire terpene complement going forward appears to be worth the effort during cannabis extraction. Skip, because this is really scientific and not that interesting. Plants are clearly better remedies than the extracts made from them and stand apart from the empty promise of modern pharmaceuticals going forward. More attention needs to be focused on the contribution of terpenes, both individually and in combination with phytocannabinoids. The end. Yeah. I'm going to try to make a mug. A weed mug. One of those mugs that you can drink out of and you can smoke out of. You know? It said Colorado got... What about Colorado? Nothing yet. We got a magazine. We got Culture Magazine. No. Yeah. Colorado still got dirty weed. They trying to clean it up. They trying to. That's not funny, cause dude, that dirty weed is terrible. The reason the dirty weed is being like demonized is because they said a cancer patient had smoked some. Somebody somewhere had smoked some and it had mold in it, and it fucked up their chemotherapy, and I think they died because of the mold. That shit ain't good. On the real, it's on issue.com. Let me double check. The mag is called Culture. You know, we got a lot of new magazines. We're gonna have news everywhere. Let me see, where's my keyboard? I went through VegasMagazine.com. That's what I did. In my time, I am so past my time. I gotta get out of here. I'll look at it later. So yeah, man. Thanks for rolling with me, guys. If you care, you'll share this video, right? I got shit to do though. I know you do too, so let's get our asses to work. Hope you guys have a high ass, dank ass, baked ass, incredible, edible ass day.